Hey everyone, I'm in Madison, Connecticut along Boston Post Road, and I'm here for the weekend. I'm going to be spending the weekend at the Homestead, which is a bed and breakfast with 12 rooms, very conveniently located near downtown. This long tree-lined stone driveway leads up to the property. So this is the Homestead Madison. It's located at 391 Boston Post Road. If you could see right here, this is part of the Select Registry of Distinguished Inns in North America. And Hartman, the house dog, knows that you're here. So this is the living area. There are a couple bookshelves. This is the first and smallest one. I've read many of these books, including this one, Does the Noise in My Head Bother You? And then this is the couch. Games all over, another bookshelf over here, and more books that I've read here, like Hit Hard by Joey Kramer. And then anyone can play this piano. You can get jam sessions going here at night. We got an acoustic guitar. We also have a banjo. This is the fireplace, and this is what's on this screen during the day, but there's actually a TV there as well. One small but noticeable thing that separates the Homestead from other hotels are the not one but two Nespresso machines. This is the smaller one, but you have a much better variety of different options here. And then down here in the refrigerator, you have 4 different milk options, so none of those disgusting little single packs that you get in most hotel rooms. You also have fruit and snacks that you could do like the sign says and help yourself throughout the day. And now I want to check out the room. So this is where I'm going to be staying for 2 nights. We got some elephants on the wall. Looks like we have a nice sized bathroom. And then over here, it looks like they're ready for my arrival. There's a little envelope with my name on it. It looks like there's a fireplace, little picture of coastal New England, a record player, and then this is the bed. So a couple of things are kind of making me wonder if the people at the Homestead looked me up before they got my room ready, because every room does have a record player, but I'm not sure that every room has a Pizza in New Haven book. And also, the record happens to be the first Aerosmith album on vinyl. And a little fun fact about this one. This is the most commonly pressed one, but if you could find one that says Walk in the Dig, it's worth a lot of money. And if you're not happy with the vinyl collection that's in your room, you could pick from the more than 100 albums that are categorized in alphabetical order right here. The Homestead has a popcorn bar, and the corn is popping right now. And what you could do is you could put salt on there. You could see the salt behind me. And you could also do olive oil and balsamic from the Shoreline Vine, which is located about a mile away downtown. So here we go. It's starting to pop now. And you could just sort of see the smoke coming out of the side. And yeah, this is it. And from what I saw last night, this usually only lasts a few hours. I'm going with Ralph's suggestion, no vinegar this time, just the butter olive oil, and I'm mixing it up to give it a try. I do like the flavor of the chocolate balsamic vinegar, but I think the popcorn's better just with the butter flavored olive oil. I also want to try what most of the guests do, and I want to put some chocolate, mix it in. Okay. So this tastes like popcorn loaded with butter, but there is no actual butter. So I think this is actually healthier than loading this up with butter. I enjoyed the popcorn bar at the Homestead so much that I decided to come to the source. So that's where I am right now, the Shoreline Vine, which is only about a mile away from the Homestead. And right behind me, this is the butter-infused olive oil. So the options that you'll see at the Homestead, that's just a small percentage of what they actually have here. So in addition to the butter, they also have several others like basil, mushroom, garlic, cilantro, and Provence. I also want to try a balsamic that was not at the homestead. So I was told this is apple country up here. So I'm going to try the Gala apple dark balsamic. Okay, so I like the apple, and I think that's going to go good with salads. And then the peach behind me, I think I want to do that one for my poke bowls. And this is the cannoli truck that's visible from Boston Post Road. Marianos Bakery has been in New Haven County since 1988, and 35 years later, this is still the best place in town to get cannoli. So they have Oreo, they have the chocolate dipped, but they also have seasonal flavors like kitchen sink. Then there's watermelon, summer watermelon, and then the most interesting probably is Memphis Mafia, which has chocolate on the outside, banana flavored cannoli cream on the inside, chocolate and peanut butter chips on the outside. And if you're staying at the homestead, no matter what time of day it is, you'll always see Pignoli cookies, and then you'll see the rainbow layer cookies available to snack on at any time. Ashley's is the town ice cream shop. So they have a dozen or so different flavors which are on display here. Boston Post Road is the main pedestrian street, and this definitely has a Main Street USA feel. So you got restaurants, coffee shops, and of course any main street needs a bookstore, which is right down here. In any town worth visiting, there has to be a bookstore on the main drag, and here it's R.J. Julia. A who's who of authors and celebrities has come through here over the years, including a former president.
I'll show you something else too.
You could find authors from around the world here, and they have the coolest postcards I think I've ever seen in a New England bookstore. And there's a cafe in the back. And what would a cafe in New England be without something lobster on the menu? So today is National Connecticut Day, and they have lobster salad. I'm having dinner at Cafe Alegre, which is located in the heart of downtown. Chef Silvio has his own cookbook, rest in peace. He started at Delmonico's in New Haven and then opened this place here. So this is kind of the celebrity wall. You could see Dan Aykroyd was here. I believe that might be Chef Emerald on the wall. And then what would New England be without a little sailing ship? So we're west of the Connecticut River, which means the majority of baseball fans here will be supporting a New York team. But when Boston is playing and a New York team is playing, what happens is they'll have Boston on one station and New York on the other. Today we got the Mets and the Braves on both. There are several restaurants in downtown Madison, but I settled on Cafe Alegre for a couple reasons. So number one, the owners are from Italy, and I'm expecting real Italian food here. And the other one is, when I was asking where I should go, I was told that this is the kind of place where if there's something you're in the mood for Italian and it's not on the menu, they'll make it for you. So with that in mind, I'm starting off with cacio e pepe, which is a Roman dish, just basically spaghetti, cheese, and black pepper. So that was a good starter. Cacio e pepe, you got to eat it as soon as it comes out. You don't want to give the cheese a chance to harden. I like how they used a lot of black pepper in it. I mean, you could really taste that, and it added to the dish. So I feel like half the menu on my table. Starting here with these are linguine with white clam sauce. And the reason I ordered this one is because the clams come from right nearby. We're probably less than a mile from the ocean. And this is a halibut special over pasta. And speaking of over pasta, I wanted to try the red sauce. This is the veal parm over ziti. And finally, these are the Sicilian mussels in like a white wine sauce. So the bread in here is actually called frizzeo. And it's got a lot of pepper in it, and you really have to let it soak up in here. And then I've removed all the shells, so here are the mussels. So in the mussels, you really taste the pepper, even more so than in the cacio e pepe. But I've tried 5 different things off the menu, and I want to say my favorite had to be the linguine with clams. That came highly recommended, so I had to try it. As far as the other dishes go, the mussels were really good. The veal parm was good. I'm glad I got to try the red sauce. Enjoyed the halibut. But I'm going to say my favorite was definitely the linguine and clams, and then followed by the cacio e pepe. Somehow I still have room for dessert. And right here, I have the rice pudding. And then I got this sorbet. Always a good way to end a dinner. You could usually fit this in no matter what.
Okay.
Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked the video, please click subscribe. I got more trips coming up soon. Later this month, I got Las Vegas for the first time in 12 years. I also have Houston, Texas, heading back to Houston, second time this year. In September, I'm probably going to be going back out to California, Redding this time in October. And I look forward to sharing more videos with you.